What if I told you that with just 3 simple ingredients from your kitchen, you could make a toothpaste that outperforms some commercial brands? Today, we're diving into homemade toothpaste made with hydrogen peroxide, xylitol, and baking soda. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how each ingredient works, you'll know exactly how much of each of these ingredients you should use, how it stacks up against store-bought paste, and whether making your own is actually a smart move or just hype. Let's start with the basics. Why even bother thinking about homemade toothpaste in the first place? Well, it comes down to trust and control. Commercial toothpaste has been around for over a century, and it works. Dentists generally recommend it. But look closely at the label and you'll see things like sodium lauryl sulfate, artificial colors, artificial sweeteners, and sometimes abrasives that can wear down enamel. That doesn't necessarily mean they're unsafe. Many are tested and regulated, but it does make some people uneasy. On the other hand, homemade toothpaste lets you know exactly what's going into your mouth. No mystery chemicals, no marketing gimmicks, just simple ingredients you recognize. But before we crown homemade toothpaste as the winner, let's actually look at the 3 key ingredients people use: hydrogen peroxide, xylitol, and baking soda, and the science behind each one. First up, hydrogen peroxide. You've probably seen this brown bottle in your bathroom cabinet. It's a classic antiseptic. In toothpaste, hydrogen peroxide is mainly used for whitening and its antibacterial properties. When it breaks down, it releases oxygen, which can help remove surface stains and kill bacteria that cause bad breath and gum disease. That's why many commercial whitening toothpastes actually use small amounts of hydrogen peroxide too. Studies published in the Journal of Dentistry have shown that low concentrations of hydrogen peroxide can safely whiten teeth over time. But here's the key: concentration matters. Too much hydrogen peroxide, or leaving it on your teeth too long, can irritate gums and increase tooth sensitivity. So while it works, it needs to be used carefully. Next, let's talk about xylitol. This one might surprise you. Xylitol is a natural sugar alcohol found in plants, and unlike regular sugar, cavity-causing bacteria can't digest it. In fact, it starves them. Multiple studies, including research from the Journal of Dental Research, have shown that xylitol reduces the levels of Streptococcus mutans, the bacteria most responsible for cavities. Some dentists even recommend xylitol gum as a cavity prevention tool. So adding xylitol to homemade toothpaste isn't just a sweetener, it's a functional ingredient that actually helps protect your teeth. And then there's baking soda. This one has been used for decades as a simple, effective cleaning agent. Baking soda is mildly abrasive, which means it helps scrub away plaque and surface stains. It also helps neutralize acids in your mouth, balancing pH levels. Since cavities form in acidic environments, baking soda works as a natural defender by making your mouth less hospitable to harmful bacteria. That's why many commercial toothpastes proudly advertise with baking soda on the label. So, when you combine these 3, hydrogen peroxide for whitening and antibacterial effects, xylitol for cavity prevention, and baking soda for cleaning and pH balance, you've got a homemade formula that sounds pretty powerful. But how does it stack up against commercial toothpaste? Let's compare. Commercial toothpaste usually contains fluoride, and this is a big deal. Fluoride is one of the most studied dental ingredients ever. It helps remineralize enamel, making teeth more resistant to cavities. The CDC actually calls water fluoridation one of the top public health achievements of the 20th century because of its role in reducing tooth decay. So while homemade toothpaste may clean and whiten, it doesn't usually provide fluoride's cavity-fighting power. That's a point in favor of commercial brands. Another difference is foaming agents, usually sodium lauryl sulfate (SLS). This doesn't actually clean your teeth, it just makes toothpaste foam, which gives you that fresh, clean feeling. The downside? SLS can irritate the mouth in some people and may worsen canker sores. Homemade toothpaste without SLS won't foam, but it'll still clean effectively. Then there are artificial sweeteners and flavors. Commercial brands often use saccharin or sucralose to make toothpaste taste better. Homemade versions rely on xylitol, which not only tastes sweet, but also actively fights cavities. That's a win for DIY. And let's not forget abrasives. Commercial toothpaste sometimes includes silica or other polishing agents. Used correctly, these help keep teeth white, but some brands overdo it, which can wear down enamel over time. Baking soda, when used in moderation, is a milder abrasive, but if you go too heavy, it can still cause enamel erosion. So, what are the pros of homemade toothpaste? For one, it's natural and cost-effective. A box of baking soda, a bottle of hydrogen peroxide, and a bag of xylitol crystals will last you far longer than a tube of commercial paste. You also get fewer additives, meaning no artificial colors, foaming agents, or unnecessary chemicals. And for people who want to avoid fluoride for personal reasons, homemade options give them control. But there are also cons, and they're important. Without fluoride, homemade toothpaste may not protect your teeth as effectively against cavities, especially if your diet is high in sugar or you're prone to dental issues. Overuse of baking soda can be too abrasive, slowly thinning enamel if you brush aggressively. And with hydrogen peroxide, the concentration is key. Too much can irritate gums and soft tissues. Dentists generally recommend sticking to low concentrations, around 1 to 3% if you're using it regularly. So where does this leave us? Well, the truth is, both homemade and commercial toothpaste have strengths and weaknesses. Think of it like comparing a home-cooked meal to a packaged frozen dinner. Homemade gives you control over ingredients and often feels healthier, but commercial products are fortified with things you may not get at home, like fluoride. The smart approach may actually be a hybrid. Some people alternate, using commercial toothpaste in the morning for fluoride protection, and a gentler homemade mix at night for whitening and freshness. Others add fluoride mouth rinse separately if they want the best of both worlds. At the end of the day, the decision comes down to your goals and your habits. If you're consistent with brushing and flossing, eat a balanced diet, and get regular dental checkups, homemade toothpaste can be a safe and effective option, provided you use the right concentrations and don't overdo it. But if you're cavity prone, commercial toothpaste with fluoride is still the gold standard. Here's the takeaway. Don't blindly trust marketing slogans on toothpaste boxes, but also don't assume natural automatically means better. Think critically about what you're putting in your mouth. Ask, does this protect my enamel, fight bacteria, and prevent cavities, or is it just about taste and foam? By understanding what each ingredient does, you can make smarter choices for your health, whether that's making your own toothpaste, sticking with store-bought, or using a mix of both. So next time you stand in that dental aisle or think about whipping up your own toothpaste at home, you'll know the science behind both, and you can choose with confidence. And that's it. If you go to the gym regularly and are wondering whether you should eat before or after the gym, watch this video next, where I have shared a science-backed detail of whether you should eat before or after the workout.